guys, so we're going to be making a whipped lotion base, and we're going to use it throughout all of our other recipes in this class. So I've got to make this first, let it cool, and then whip it, and then I'll add my oils to it later. So what we need first is you're going to need shea butter. I get mine from Target because it's usually buy one get one half off, or buy one get one free. You can also get it on Amazon, just 100% raw shea butter. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then I also do coconut oil. You can also get this from Amazon, but I just buy mine from Walmart. And then I'm going to use, I'd say my recipe calls for almond oil, but I'm actually going to use coconut oil because I really like coconut oil. I used to use grapeseed oil, which I'll still use grapeseed oil, but coconut oil, I like the way it absorbs better into your skin. So you're going to need a pot. I've got mine going here. You need a pot filled with water and then medium heat. And I just make a double boiler since I don't have one. And then I take my glass and put it on top, and then the oils will go in here for melting. So I'm going to use 1 1/4 cup of shea butter, a 1/2 cup of coconut oil, and then a 1/2 cup of almond oil. And I actually just do a few squirts of this, so I just kind of squirt it in as you whip it later. So for you start, you need to have this over medium heat, and we put in our coconut oil and our shea butter. I'm actually going to use a 1/4 cup. I can scoop it right out of here. Here's a 1/4 cup. It's melting fast. All right. Definitely easier if you get just a stick of it. This is stuck in there pretty good. So that's 3/4. There's a cup-ish. And then cup and 1/4. And it was a little less, so I'm going to add a little bit more just to make sure I have enough for all my recipes. Because I don't think I have a full cup and 1/4 in there. That's probably safe. I'm just going to lay that in there and let it melt it. Melt it right out of the cup. Okay, and then I need a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. That's about right. And you just put these in here. That's my son squeaking over there. And you melt it down. And I'm going to let you see that as soon as I get all of this out of the cup, measuring cup. Kind of. There we go. Good enough. This is not a clean recipe. All right. And then you just kind of mix it around until, you can see it. Hey, look at that. So you just mix it around until it's completely melted. You want the two, the shea butter and the coconut oil to combine. And I did this before, and I got, I think, 3 little mason jars out of it, possibly 4. I'll let that melt. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So these little mason jars you can get from Walmart. I think it fills up 3 or 4 of these, so we'll see as I whip it exactly how much I'm going to get out of it. So it is melting down nicely. Oop. Okay. There's still some pretty big chunks in there, so I just try to flatten them to aid along the process a little faster. Let's see. Got a little bit on both sides. Trip, trip, trip. All right. just melting it down. And now once it's completely melted, we're going to pour it in a mixing bowl. Now last time I mixed it actually in this glass pan, but the glass pan was a little shallow for mixing and I kind of had whipped body butter going all over the kitchen. So we're not going to do that this time. I actually have a big glass bowl that we're going to put it in. And then you can leave it out and just let it harden naturally, or you can just put it in the fridge. So I'm actually going to put it in the fridge to get this process rolling along a little faster. And you want it till it's a semi-solid. You don't want it to go completely solid because then you can't whip it very well. It's very difficult to whip. So it's almost done. I've just got a few little, and I'll pick up my, show you what I'm looking at. So see, there's a few little pieces in there, so I'm just trying to get rid of those. And once it's completely melted, there it is. We're going to put it in a mixing bowl. I've got my big glass mixing bowl here. Make sure it's completely dust free. And I'm just going to pour it right in here. Be careful, it is very hot. I'm going to let it drip. Oh, it smells so good. All right. And it doesn't look like much, but you actually get quite a bit of whipped lotion out of there. So as you can see, it makes quite a bit of whipped butter. And now what we're going to do is, can you see me? I don't know if it's working. Oh yeah, my little screen thingy has disappeared. I'm moving you. Hi. Okay, so now we're going to put it into the fridge, and it says for about an hour. I did about 45 minutes, and it worked last time. So you don't want it to set completely. You just want it to start to set. And you'll notice that once it starts to set, it starts to change color. So now that it's in here, we're going to put it in the fridge, let it set, and then once it's done, we'll start back up and we'll whip it. All right, see you soon. All right, guys, so we're back. My mixture here of coconut oil and shea butter is hardened. I'm going to try to show you without stopping the video. It's hardened, and I'm starting to mix it, get it off the walls because you don't want it stuck when you start mixing it. Now, if you have an electric mixer, that is the way to go. It's on my wish list for my husband, but I do not. So I will be using a handheld mixer, and I'm just getting all of this. I let it sit a little long. Baby fell asleep, so I took a break and ate some lunch. Ow. So, there we go. Off the bottom, get it nice and scraped up. I don't recommend letting it go this long. Like the middle is just set, but the outsides are a little harder than I would like. So I'm just scraping it off the sides, and I'll show you. So I just have now a big ball of the mixed shea butter and coconut oil. And what I'm going to do is mix it all together. So, back this up so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have my handheld mixer here, and they say to mix for 5 minutes. So I'll start it, stop the video, and then I'll come back once I start to see some change in my mixing. So I do it on low speed just to kind of get it going. I kind of move it around in chunks. And I'll go for 5 minutes. Listen up just a little. And make sure I scrape the sides. So I'm getting every bit of it. And I'll stop real quick so you can kind of see what it looks like right now. Oh, there we are. And I'm going to keep mixing, and I'll be back in 5-10 minutes. Alright, so I'm back. I just wanted to tell you that I started it on medium, and I've been going medium for a few minutes. Probably about 2 minutes. And it's starting to look more like a whipped cream cheese, like a cream cheese. It's not quite whipped yet. If I can show you. I don't know if you can actually see it or not in that view. So, you should keep stopping, just keep going. And then we're going to go to high. So I'm going to do it on high now until it starts to change to consistency, about 4 minutes. Okay, so I whipped it another 4 minutes. Baby's over here. Do you want to come see the camera? Okay, so I whipped it for another 3-4 minutes, and you start to feel the consistency change. So it starts to go more thicker, and it gets a little lighter, a little easier to whip it. And I'll show you what it looks like. So it's very light and fluffy. Now, I don't know if you can overwhip. I never have overwhipped. I have underwhipped. And if you underwhip it, then it is going to, it's going to eventually lose its whippedness, which it'll start to solidify and go back to almost like a liquidy solid. Not a solid, just like a liquid base. Really hard to use as an oil. It kind of just drips through your fingers. So, do you want to say hi? I think he's hungry. So I do say make sure you do whip it enough. So normally now what you would do is you would add your essential oils if you were doing just one type of lotion. You would add your essential oils, whip it a few more seconds, maybe 15 seconds or so to really mix in your oils. And then you would put it into your little jars. However, I am not doing just one oil. I'm going to use this for multiple oils throughout the class. So I'm going to actually leave it in here, and I'm going to make up my little samples, and I'm just going to spoon mix in, almost like folding it. I'm going to fold in my oils for all my other recipes. So I thought these, love them. You can do these mason jars. You can get like a giant pack of them at Walmart or on Amazon, and they're great. They're little canning jars. They're great for oils. So I'm going to be using some of these, but then I found these at Target the other day, and they were too cute. I couldn't pass it up. So they're one jar. They were $1 each, but they have a lid, like a chalkboard lid on it. And being the teacher I am, of course, I had to get it. And they all different colors. So I got pink and teal and purple and black. So I'm going to be using my different jars. I'll be spooning in my oils and then making different lotions with it. Say hi. Throughout the rest of the class. So, all right, so that's how you make your whipped body lotion base, and we'll use it throughout the rest of the class. So stay tuned.